Yo guys, I'm Truzuo, and today we're reacting to I made $108 million exploiting the entire economy with just one item by Let's Game It Out. I'm assuming Josh is going to do some crazy item glitch in this video. I don't know what game he's playing, but let's check it out.
Welcome back to Let's Game It Out. We're checking out minemogul today.
Minemogul.
I love mining games.
Okay.
Enough talk. New game. Oh boy.
How does he always find these games, and then how does he always find a way to break them? Let me know.
Here we go.
That's just got a lot of love finding. I mean, he's a good beta tester, I gotta say.
We're in the depths of Minetopia. And here we are. Well, looks like we have all the essentials. Outdated technology.
Because in general, they're mostly the same concept, like a simulator or something like that, or like a mining game, but they're always just hilarious.
Other outdated technology, and head protection I won't be using. And the one thing we're gonna care about most, a pickaxe. Come here, you. And in picking
Nice.
it up, we get to see how the game
I like the
works,
graphics.
which is
They're kind of
to
like
see you can
unique.
pick stuff up and wave it around, and also put them down. We can also just take the pickaxe. Okay, great. Now it's in our hand, in our inventory, and in our hearts. And obviously, we can do one thing with this. Some sweet mining. And
There you go.
Kind
Kind of satisfying sound.
Just for the fun of it. But more than that, we can also pick these up and bring them over to this machine.
Okay.
Ignore, of course, where it says warning and danger. That's for someone else to worry about. This is for me. And just like that, we made $3.85.
There you go.
And wants us to do this 4 more times so that we can get our first unlock.
Ooh, and a magnet.
Well, that shouldn't be.
That
too
seems very
hard. We'll just go
convenient.
over here and just start smacking stuff, and then we'll pick up our pieces, hurl it into the machine, and just like magic.
Very interesting concept.
And after doing this 3 more times, we get a little bonus, and now it's time for the magnet tool.
There you go.
We can get right over here at our handy dandy computer. Ooh.
Whoa. Oh no.
Have I died and gone to heaven? Because that's the only thing.
Don't give this guy conveyors. Any game he has with conveyors, it just turns crazy. This craziness.
I like, but I think what we're looking for is under the tool.
If you guys heard music, I'm sorry. I had something come on, so just ignore that.
Yes, and there it is, our ore magnet. And that's not all, of course. We also have
$50
parts, not to mention machines. Okay, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's just buy this ore magnet. Okay, where is it? Machine, can I have my ore magnet?
Oh, interesting.
Did you get my order and you just like threw it down the shaft? Well, whatever. I'm not.
You're not coming up. You're going down there to mine forever.
Oh, well, there we go. It's lovely. It looks like it has 2 different
everything
modes right
mode.
now. Suck up everything, or suck up resources not in filter baskets.
Ah, okay, like a whitelist or a blacklist.
All we need to really do is go around and start smacking stuff, obliterate it into ore, and then use our little magnet thing to pick it up, and then drag it over to the thing, and in it goes. Well, in one goes. Doesn't matter. We need to get a lot of these things, so we'll just go around and do some smacking and some hitting and some more smacking. Taking all those pieces from this to this, and now
there you go. Oh, that's kind of like satisfying. It's like an orb.
And the nice thing too is this stuff has actual physics.
Oh, that's cool.
Settled, you can just walk on top of it. I'm sure that'll have some kind of application later, but for now we'll just kind of hurl it into the machine and collect our money and get closer to this goal. Not enough iron ore, huh? Well, I'm sure there's some in here.
Yeah, just pick it up and drop it in there.
Again, shall we? Close enough. It did the job. Thank goodness we can.
I feel like it's gonna go really crazy really quick.
Already. All that manual labor for like 1 whole minute. It was just too taxing. Okay, here we go. Auto miner Mark 1. Automatically mines ore at a constant rate. Can produce gems.
Oh,
right there, game.
gems.
You had me at auto, mine, and constant. Thank you once again for delivering this intact and from the surface.
Yeah, how do I get that down?
With me. Let's see what we can do with this. And we can't just place it anywhere we want. There's specific places where it makes sense, apparently. And each one has its own possible resources. Let's see, iron
That's
ore,
convenient.
coal ore, crushed iron, diamond, gem, 0.2%. I like those
diamonds.
odds. And there's other spots too with other odds. Like this one's clearly more iron ore heavy, and with the potential for emerald gems. And as you can see, there's a lot of gentleman suitors.
Yeah, there you go.
Them to put our first ore mining thingy. And while I'm sure all of these are lovely choices, we're gonna go with this one right here entirely because it's closest.
Okay.
And look at that, it's already doing the work for us, ever so slowly. Really?
It's convenient.
This'll just work as long as I'm patient? Well, count me in. I'm ready to stand here and watch it do
stuff
no. Do nothing. Well, so far I like what I'm seeing.
He's gonna fill up the whole mine shaft, isn't he?
It can't even get clogged. It just figures it out. Well, let's get some of it moved.
Oh, it's gonna lag. All those physics objects.
Magic. Can't even see what I'm looking at. Okay,
oh my god.
A considerable ball here. Let's just walk it over to the thing and drop it. Yeah, okay. Well, time for round 2.
It's surprisingly,
Here you go.
like,
Now,
very
I know
well
it's opening up
optimized.
the
It's not
quest for us
lagging
and
as much as
giving
I
us
thought it
more
would.
unlocks, but that's not really what I'm after right now. What I want right now is more money. And
Okay.
I think I'll figure out why in a second. Because
Dude.
once we have several $1,000s, kind of like that, we're in a good position to do something I so desperately want to do. No, not these new things it wants me to try.
God.
I just want to buy more auto miners. And right now we can afford
Yeah,
6
he's
of
gonna do
them.
what I think he's
How
gonna.
serendipitous. There's 6
No.
places to put them.
He's
So
gonna fill the whole cave up, isn't he?
and here, and all 4 of the ones back here. There we go. Now we've got mining happening all
Just
over the
knowing
place.
Josh.
Now it's time to let all of these machines go. How's that gonna look?
72 hours? I thought it was gonna be like a couple, like 6 hours. 73 whole days? Guys, this game's not gonna be able to be run.
Oh, like this. I've let this run
Oh,
for 72 hours.
how
now.
is the game
And,
even
boy, is our
running?
frame rate amazing. It did start out pretty smooth, but once there was a lot of physics
400x
going on, it
speed.
started to slow
Yeah, I
down
mean,
a
everything's
lot.
gotta adjust because of the colliders.
Like 1 frame every 15 seconds.
How would
a
you even
lot.
fix
But hey,
this?
If we speed it up, you can see how
Dude, that's kind of
exciting it is
satisfying,
as
though.
all this ore just slowly
Kinda like
crawls
water.
across the ground, moving me in the process as well as taking over the entire floor. And now here we are, struggling. And in the game's defense, it does hit you with this message when you first start it up. The frames per second can start to
2,000.
lower if you have a lot of physics objects.
That's gotta be more than
Usually around
2,000.
2,000 plus. And how many do we have? 37,000.
37,000? Oh my god.
48. We're doing
That's
great.
15x.
Anyway, let's try something. Maybe if we turn off all the auto miners, maybe the physics will settle and we can move again. I'm just gonna give it a second.
What if you
We'll
touch
see.
anything and they're gonna
Come on,
readjust?
everything settles.
I have to
Stop
recalculate.
jittering around. Okay, there we go. And now we can just look around.
Whoa.
There's a little bit of frame rate.
Oh my god, how? Oh,
Until
you
I
move.
start walking forward.
Yeah,
that
do not
is.
walk
And
into
I made a
thing.
Crucial misstep by walking on the ore. We
Yeah.
are so very frozen again. Screw it. Let's just load back to when things were stable. Okay,
Oh.
this time I'm not gonna touch anything. We're just gonna look around.
Oh my
What if I
god.
jump over to this empty space. Maybe the game will throw less of a fit. Here we go. Huh. Easy, easy.
How is it even
I just
calculating
need
it?
You to believe. Oh, good, we did it. And now we can walk around freely.
Okay, is this how you know the game is somewhat optimized? Dude, for how many physics objects there's surprisingly good performance like in the game.
And now comes the hard
So for not
part.
lagging?
Don't touch any of this. I certainly don't want to try walking on it again. How about we just go up to one piece of ore and we try to pick that up? Fingers crossed. Here we go.
Oh
Okay, we're slowly getting there. Just pull it away.
my god.
Look it directly in the eyes.
Oh
Oh,
wow.
there we go. All right.
Surprisingly
that's one
working.
down. And now we have to know what happens, right? When we use the
No,
magnet
no,
gun.
no, no,
I'm
Josh.
So excited, but also so scared.
Oh no. Nothing's happening.
Oh wow, I think that's pulling a lot more than I thought it was going to.
Oh god. Oh.
Here we go. Hey, it did it. We're
Dude,
okay.
wow, that's-
Well,
it's handling it pretty
let's try to
well.
Get most of this into the chute. And ha! Oh, we're frozen again.
Oh
but it
my
is
god.
Still moving. So give me a second. I'll do some cleanup and show
Okay.
you when it's done.
12 more hours to clean it up? That's almost another whole day. 4 days for this?
Okay, things are looking a little better. We've made a lot of progress on.
Dude, wow,
cleaning
you
up
actually
this
cleaned it
junk.
up.
Look
Usually
at
he
that,
just
our
makes it in a
active
corner.
Physics objects is down to a respectable 5,000.
That's surprisingly.
And our money
What is that, 32,000 you removed?
118,000.
Dang, he's
Given how long that
rich.
took, I'm not sure if that's a lot or a little. But hey, realistically, I guess it was about.
Dude,
the
he's just
journey,
throwing
not
it
the
near it.
destination. Besides, I'm sure we can find something productive to do with this money. After all, the game is telling us we need to purchase an ore crusher as well as a polishing machine.
Okay.
And we have other quests available. Oh wow, I didn't even know there was a quest screen. And we've already completed so many. Like I love the shaft. If we scroll over to the left, we can also see that we completed I love the shaft. Oh wow, and we also completed I love the shaft. But
What?
in addition to going through these quests one after another, we also have this research. And boy howdy, there's a lot of fun
Dang, that's a lot of
here. It
options.
really goes for a while and it all looks exciting.
Merging
And
conveyor.
I'll take this symbol right here. One orifice. No, wait, those are research tickets. One research ticket. And right now we have none, so I guess we'll go ahead and keep doing quests. Because sort of like previous quests, when we completed them, we got stuff like money and automatic unlocks.
Okay.
It looks like later quests give us the thing we need. Research tickets. So be it. Let's go buy some stuff. So it looks like we need to buy the ore crusher and the polishing machine.
Okay.
Done and done. And here they are waiting for me. Wait, if I buy more of the same thing,
Oh, no.
does it just add a number to this box like the other thing? Or will it just add more boxes entirely? Let's find out. Oh my. Wait, really? Do you think we can get out of here this way?
Oh,
I know
no.
there's a
He's
ladder
gonna
right
glitch
here,
out.
But I don't think it works. It doesn't exactly let us climb. Well, if nothing else, I think we can just clog the shaft. And we're gonna do the ore crusher because it's cheaper. Yes, good. And I have to buy them one at a time. If I buy two at once, what arrives is a box with
It makes
two
it
on
in a.
Okay, well, no
Okay,
problem.
that makes
I'll just
sense.
buy one over and over and over again.
Oh no.
It's starting to look
How do you even
Good.
climb
Not all
that?
the way up yet,
There's not
though.
even
There's still
space.
plenty of room to go. What do you think happens when we hit the surface?
I don't know.
We go up to the surface? Only one way to find out. How serendipitous that we have all this
I mean, yeah, you have a lot of
for
money.
Very important research. Okay, that's looking pretty good.
Oh
I think we're
my
jogging all
God.
the way to the top, basically. And now you might be wondering, how do we get up there? Surely
Okay.
we can't just like crawl our way in, can we? Unfortunately, it looks like wedging yourself in all the boxes doesn't help you get higher. So we're gonna do a little bit of cheating. Also,
Okay.
that is using the unstuck command, which I believe respawns us at the top of the shaft. Let's see.
Oh my God.
That seems to be the case. Oh my goodness, the fresh air is so close. Okay, we just need to build a little bit higher than this. Like, we do have enough boxes here. Maybe we can just stack. Almost there.
Dude, this guy.
Victory!
Oh
Okay,
my
so
God, he
jump
actually
up
made it.
here. It does look like there's a ceiling. But
Hey,
look at all the stuff we
W
can
dev.
see. There's so much game to be had over here. And oh my goodness, look. Not one, but two additional
Oh my
shafts,
God.
possibly three. Good God, I love shaft. Really, though, there's no way to get up there? I refuse to believe. I think if we just keep stacking, we'll get
Oh my
there.
God.
I just have to figure out the right pattern. Like, what if I pick it up and then clip and whoa? Oh boy, we did it. There's so much.
Oh
for
my
us
God,
to
he
see
actually got
now.
out?
Like,
No
if we
way.
look back over
Okay,
here,
L
see,
dev.
That's us. That's our shaft. And now we know that the light was always lying to us. Oh, and I've got more good news. I happen to have a couple of ore crushers
Oh,
on
no.
me, which is great because now I'm kind of curious. Can we put machines up here? Now I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure red means no, and orange means it's like in the air, so you can't do that either. So I think what we're looking for is for it to turn green.
No way
let's
this works
see.
right. Oh, no way.
Well, there we go. It looks like you can put machines out here. I think we see where this is going.
No.
Why use all of that usable space down
No,
there? when we have all this
Josh.
free real estate up here.
Is it working?
Okay, Ore Crusher, come back with me. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. So let's go back down here.
Oh, you
Thank
can actually
goodness
just
that
fall
worked.
through.
So let's get some supplies and get started. We have much work to do. And before we go crazy on the shaft, we're gonna have to do some traditional normal mining. And for that, we're gonna need conveyor belts. Straight ones, corner
Oh my
ones,
God.
sloped ones. I don't care as long as we have a lot of them. And why do we have to do this step? Because we need research tickets.
Yep,
that's
okay,
why.
makes
I just
sense.
get the sense we're gonna need like the basic cannon or scaffolding or something. So we gotta grind out some of these quests first. Starting with these two. Deposit crushed iron and also polish some stuff. For just those two, that's 4 research tickets right there. So let's grab our conveyor belts and oh yeah, I already forgot. They're up there somewhere. Well, we're probably gonna need shaft access anyway. So we'll just go ahead and collect all this stuff so we can get our conveyor belts as well. They gotta be here somewhere after all. Aha, there's one now. The old 101
Dude,
tag.
dang.
We've got all of our belts on us. It's time to do some work. And boy, am I
Luckily they
excited. I'm
stack.
not really thinking ahead yet. I'm just putting stuff down. All I'm looking for right now is basic functionality.
Can you just have it funnel right into the machine?
It's on the belt, and then eventually we'll do something. Yeah, kind of like that. And let's not forget to get all these guys too. So we'll just lay these out like this. Maybe do some fun curves. Yes, everything is exciting now. And then before you know it, this looks like this.
Oh,
Yeehaw,
dude,
conveyor
him and
belts.
conveyors just never end well. They're just always just chaotic. Whatever game he plays.
And now let's turn all the auto miners back on. Ah, feels good. Boy, howdy do I love conveyor
Please tell me they have a
belts. And
destination
seeing
now.
Physical pieces of ore wander their way everywhere. Now I realize this might seem kind of excessive, but we're gonna want options, right? Like, what if we need that coal to go somewhere in particular? We want to be able to divert just one of these belts, right? Oh, you know what? Maybe I should clean up all this crap too. A tidy mine is a great mine. Said absolutely nobody. But we do probably want to clean up a lot of this stuff so we can make an even bigger mess somewhere else.
Okay.
So as you can see, I'm not trying particularly hard. I'm just trying to get some of it on the belt. Anyway, it's great that we've got all these belts going now, but none of them are actually finished.
Oh
Still
my
just
God.
dumping stuff all over the ground
Why
right
would you
now.
keep it
That's
running?
Okay, we'll be able to fix this pile, which is where the ore crusher comes back into play. See, there we go. Now our ore isn't just falling, it's falling into progress. And then
Okay.
over here, we'll just go ahead and run this all the way back over to the trough, where things can dine. Yes, deposit all that crushed iron. Help us get that research ticket. I do also have another one of these conveyor belts coming out from over here. You know, just kind of casually depositing once in a while. After all, we want some disposable income always coming
Yeah, who
in.
doesn't?
For a couple of these other belts, until we have other stuff coming in that we need, we'll just go ahead and add some stuff so they can be added to this belt. So Crushtopia can have an even bigger population. Yes, good. This is the system working. And now that the ore crusher is working acceptably, let's put our mental energy towards polishing gems. For that, we're gonna need this guy, the polishing machine.
Okay.
Polishes ingots and gems, making them more valuable. Now, the
Makes
thing we have
sense.
to overcome is that we can only polish gems. Like if we take this emerald and shove it through, ta-da! A polished
wow.
emerald. Lucky us. But if we take any raw ore and shove it through here, Aw, the machine gets sad. And it would be
It
fun to
gets
use,
sad.
like, sorting belts and stuff so that when an emerald does show up, we can just pull it off the belt automatically. But I'm not smart enough for that, and I don't want to make this more complicated yet. Let's just throw these into a pile and polish them at once. So let's see, we need 8 of these things. No problem, I'm sure we can find them in the piles here. There's 2, and 3, and 8. And now for diamonds. And if you waste enough time, they show up on the belt like everything else. It's so
Makes
much
sense.
easier when it does the work for you. Actually, what's gonna happen when that thing goes in there? Oh,
Ooh.
it just destroys it. Oh,
Yep,
well,
makes
easy
sense.
come, easy go.
Kaboom.
I'll just wait for the next ones. Okay, it turns out finding gems is a lot more of a pain. I'm sure I had a lot of them in my initial volley of ore.
Yeah, I would
but that
assume
was
so
then
after
and this
72
is
hours.
now. So I'm actually gonna buy something that should help us out. The shaker table. Shaker table with water jets. Input coal ore for a chance to find rubies or crushed coal for diamonds. And it does take a research ticket, but we did eventually crush enough ore that we got that achieved. So we're
there you
gonna
go.
use that 1 research ticket as well as 200 measly dollars.
Makes
to unlock
sense.
the shaker table. This thing better be exciting. Oh my goodness, it's so exciting.
It's like
I haven't
a
even placed it
wash
yet,
plant.
The silhouette's already working. Calm down with your hustle culture. Well, that's water, all right. Doing what water does. At least
It's
that's
like
what I
a
assume,
gold
and it's
separating
what I hope
table
it
almost, the way it
does
looks like
for.
that.
Wow, look at that. What a beautiful ruby or diamond. And then if we put it back into the machine, it's pulverized forever. I assume we have to get quite a few of them in here, watch them jiggle around like that, and every so often something will turn into magic. Well, I gotta admit, now that we have 0 results so far, I'm not sure if this is faster. I was expecting to be drowning in diamonds by now. You know what I probably need is just more coal going through this. And here's the great thing about that. You see this big pile over here? I think this is left over from the original ore apocalypse, but beyond that is even more caves. And that means more ore.
Okay.
let's get this crap out
Oh
of the
my
way.
God.
Luckily, all I'm really gonna do with it is just throw it at this conveyor belt. There we go, now it's someone else's problem. Instead, let's go to another place altogether. Oh, it's so dark and mysterious. Good thing I brought a lantern and my coziest sweater. Okay, let's see. It looks like this place keeps going, and what is this?
Dynamite.
They're gonna let me just do this for free? Okay, well, so be it.
Don't have to
Let's
tell
go ahead and
Josh
set it off.
twice.
I'm sure there's a bunch of good stuff over there. Yes, good, nice and clean. Let's see what else we got. And I get a sense I know what this is, but you can't stop me now. We need to find other ore thingamabobs that we can plug into the thingamabob to get more coal.
Makes
And let's
sense.
see, this one has copper and gems, and this one over here, this looks wonderful, but it's not coal. And also, my goodness, this feels like this just goes on forever.
Actual
Hopefully I
mine
spoke too
shaft.
soon. Yes, this is what I want. Coal, coal, and diamonds. Yes, you're the one for me. Okay, you don't need to show off. You already got the job. It gets more exciting, too. You see those silhouettes back there? This one's also gonna fit our needs.
Oh,
This is
God.
really coming together.
This is gonna get
But we're
crazy,
getting ahead
isn't
of
it?
ourselves. Let's link these 2 up. Okay, that's looking better. Start to this machine, and then wanders over here and connects to the other machine. And then by pure luck, this cave takes us right back to the main conveyor belt.
Ah,
Wow,
convenient.
I thought that was gonna be harder, but here we are. Okay, there we go. Another coal thingamabob leading to the coal thingamabob. And then before you know it, oh, actually, it looks like while I was gone, it was doing its job.
Oh, there you go.
Delightful. There's so many rubies now.
Those have
Oh, we
really
still
cool
have all this
textures. I
stuff
said that
to
before,
do.
but it looks
We
so
can just do
sick.
2 of these, right? So first, let's take this back. Oh, sorry to interrupt your shower. Maybe just add a ramp, and then we'll just go ahead and... What do you mean I can't put it up there? All right, so be it. I think I know what we need to do. Fine, we'll just put it right here.
Oh,
And then
no.
another one right here. Yeah, see, there we go. That looks intimate. And now all we need to do is hook the whole thing up. Yes, there we go. Get pulverized twice. It's working. The plan is working. All we have to do is watch this pile grow ever so slightly. Wow, look at us go. What I'm saying is I zoned out.
Look at
for a
all
second,
those
and wow,
gems.
Here we are. What was that? Was that a diamond? It was a diamond. I guess what I'm saying is this worked a treat and has helped us get all the things we need and then some. In hindsight, I probably should have set up a polishing machine. Well, in a time like the present, I'm sure we can just add this. We are so full service now. Okay, let's see. Can I just throw all this stuff in like this? I don't want to spend additional time. What the hell do you
The
need
whole
something
machine
makes you
broke.
dirty? What was in here? Oh, I see you. I see you. Luckily, I know how we can solve this so that everything looks like gummy candy.
Yeah, it looks like
feed
gummy
this thing
candy.
back onto itself. There we go. That should do the job. Now we don't even need to care if impurities get through, because then it just goes up this conveyor belt. Up to
This
little
guy
rampy thing
doesn't even
where
sort it,
there's
just
a minor-
brute
okay, everything's
for
working. That's what we're supposed. Whatever. The important part is that over time everything's gonna get clean.
Bro, I
Well,
cannot
think
speak.
we're ready to do this
Brute
polished
force.
gems quest, for which we only actually needed 8 of each. But look, there's this other quest called Red Gem. Deposit 5 ruby gems.
You have that.
Research tickets.
Oh, that's
I'm
good.
too lazy to separate all these. I'm just gonna grab a big chunk and deposit it. Huzzah!
There you go.
We are successful. And now we're gonna focus on this one, the scavenger hunt. Deposit copper ore, gold ore, and a broken drill bit. Broken drill bit? Oh, thank God. It says it's something we can find.
Oh, okay.
I have to make one, then break it. And I would like to do some exploring anyway. But before we do that, let's buy something, which is a whole bunch of lanterns. I want to light up the places.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Surprised it didn't break.
They'd light all 10 and throw them at me. And boy, it sure is nice and bright in here now. Does it get brighter if I add 10 more?
Oh, no.
Excellent. My poor
God dang, that's bright.
I can't actually take them all because as we can see, the lanterns are individual items. So I guess I'll just take a couple and leave the rest here.
Dude, that's very bright.
If ever I need to figure out where our starting point is, it's not going to be very hard. Anyway, onward to adventure. And every time somewhere looks a little bit dark, I'll just hurl a lantern down. That way it's going to be nice and moody.
I mean, that's what I would do. It's like lighting a cave in Minecraft.
But before we go too nuts, I'd like to just wander around and get a sense of this place. See if we can understand its vastness. Ooh, so much.
This is pretty big.
And ooh, very Silence of the Lambs. Wow, all that sightseeing was exhausting. Good thing we found gold stuff. Let's get started.
Has he found gold at all?
There's so many nodes just kind of everywhere. What better time than now to use?
I don't remember. I've seen copper, coal.
To us. And by that I mean the basic cannon conveyor.
Oh no.
Also, you're probably wondering what this is. The items in this dev test section are still very work in progress, and they look kind of cool, but I don't know if we need them right now. Anyway, it's cannon o'clock, and it comes in 2 parts: the cannon part and a target for it to hit. Well, I don't know if we're gonna use that second part. As far as I'm concerned, the world is our target.
Oh my
let's
God.
find a place to set this up so we can see what it looks like. Yeah, this'll do. So first, we've got the cannon conveyor itself, and it works just like you think it would. We take this ore, we drop it on the conveyor belt, and off it goes. What a
This is gonna be just me, Josh's. The whole thing's gonna be cannons, isn't it?
Surely we can launch it back the other direction, right?
Oh no. He's gonna have everything shooting against each other.
That is a yes. And if we launch it back the other direction, it would appear that it also flies a little too far. Okay, I think I'm starting to understand the point of this. I'm gonna assume it's gonna be more like a backboard than anything else. Excuse me, I meant multiple backboards. Surely this will work now. Oh my goodness, it's perfect. And then if I just add these things on both sides,
oh no.
Theoretically, could this just go back and forth forever? I do think it could. Ish. Oh, physics, you fickle mistress. Anyway, now that we got the basics worked out, it's time to use this in a real world situation. And by that, I mean getting all of this over to our trough.
Oh no.
This thing, putting it right here, and launching to victory.
Oh no.
Surely we can get it all the way back, right? Yeah, I mean, all we have to do is...
Dude, Josh, why do you do this?
Okay, I've done it. I made something foolproof. We got
foolproof
copper as well as iron from this machine over here as well as this machine. If you look down below, you can see that
they're jammed.
Yeah, it's working as intended. And then the ore makes its way up the conveyor belt over to this point where it all converges into this jumpy thingy. If we're so blessed that ore actually hits the target and bounces to this
oh my God.
it'll get launched over here to this other conveyor belt.
It's like all on the floor.
It does reach, and then it goes over to this one.
This is the most inconvenient thing I've ever seen.
One. I think you get the idea. We're basically trying to get the ore properly positioned to leave this cavern and go into the mine. And before you know it, it's made its way all
one out of the 300 just like made it there.
All the way over there, which is now filled with perfectly placed launchers, like this one, where the ore flies to a belt behind the computer. We're almost to the finish line. Just gotta bounce off this wall, and at long last,
dude, he's using every ounce of space.
I did also make a separate atrocity for gold ore. Imagine the one you just saw, but even more dysfunctional.
Dude, look at it all on the floor.
50 that don't make it, there's the chosen few that connect back to the other.
Dude, this game's gonna lag this for the fact that it's all missing.
Make it to the trough. Eventually, we'll get all 8 gold ore we need. I already got all the copper ore we need.
458.
Phase, and I have no idea where we found a broken drill bit. So what I'm saying is, I think this is an absolute success. All the tools in our
seems like, look at it all stuck behind the target.
But you know, the real flaw is we're trying to do something like this in such a small space. What we need is big, wide spaces and clear skies. And I think I know just the place to find
God,
it.
here we go.
Of course, it's not a problem for us to get up there. In fact, I think we can make it even easier with this basic scaffolding. A flat surface for walking on or placing machines. That's me. I like walking. Oh, and yeah, I did move all the lanterns because I was going blind. Anyway, at worst, all we have to do is place one of these and then jump on it and then look down and then just keep jumping in the air and placing one beneath you.
How did the devs not think of this?
At the top. And then we can take a box, use it to shove ourselves over the boundary into the vast clean air of the beyond. There is some fun random stuff.
This guy,
by the way. There's this thing, which I think is a work in progress item that we can just kind of drag around. And then also,
oh, that's kind of cool. It's like a minecart.
Sadly, cannot use. I assume they're just doing construction out here for future map improvements. Anyway, it's a different story for the ore. Like, even though we can see this, no amount of me grabbing it and pulling it is going to bring it across. Even though we can't see it from this side, it's still there. So the question is, how can we get solid objects?
Can you just walk back through
walls? Well, I suppose we could pick this up and start shoving it against the walls looking for cracks. But even if we found them, I'm looking for a way to automate this.
Okay.
And one thought I had is maybe this machine is the key. After all, somewhere in this process, all this bigger ore is being crunched down into small pieces. And maybe if we can shove one of these things right up against a wall, maybe that transformation will allow
no way he figures this out.
What we really need to do is find a place where I can mash it like this close into the wall while still remaining green, because if it's red, I can't place it.
Yeah, exactly.
Surely there's got to be some location that allows this. And it turns out this game is pretty locked down with this. It's hard to find any green spots where you can place stuff that doesn't have a gap between like the chute and the wall. Although I did find a potential candidate, so let's give that a shot.
No way this
Have
works.
to figure out how to shove stuff in the top, but I'm sure we can find a way to make this work. Okay, it's a tight squeeze, but you can hear
no
it's
way.
definitely being ground up. And more than that, I'm not seeing anything spilling
no
out.
way. First try.
The other side, this might be a winner. And given how much ore is going into it, it's got to come out somewhere. Okay, let's see how it looks from the other side. Okay, it's a little buggy from back here, but I think it's right about here. Ah, see, there it is. Oh, that's not on this side of the wall at all.
Ooh,
is it?
yeah,
It's
did
just
it
all
make it?
horribly mashed in there. Yeah, I definitely can't grab any of this and pull it over. Oh, and it's regurgitating it back on the top. Well, what happens if I just take this whole ore crusher?
Oh my god.
Well, there you go. Well, it was a good effort, but clearly that's not going to work either. And then I thought, hey, you see these light patches? That's because there's sunlight up there. Maybe we can launch it out there.
No.
But unfortunately, it's really hard to even get conveyor belts in this space, which means we would need like a clean shot with a launcher. Which sadly, I just don't think that's going to be
that's not going to happen.
And I noticed this in the research menu. The robot grabber arm.
Oh my god, no way. A work in progress item? This has got to be broken in some way.
It's got arrows on the right and left. I wonder if that means we need to put it like up against a conveyor belt. Aha, there we go. Okay, I see how this works. It'll pick up something and then drop it off onto the side. And I know it only grabs one item at a time, but bless its heart, it's working as fast as it can. Okay, that's good. Give me that. So the question is, can we take this thing?
This is 100% gonna work.
Against a wall like this. And the down arrow being like halfway in the wall is promising. But what I'd really like to see is it completely gone and have this be green so I can actually place it. Okay, I think I found a good place for this, and it's magically back in this room. If we tuck ourselves over here in the back, it feels like there's a nice little convenient place that might work. And now all we need to do to test is make a little conveyor belt loop that'll deliver.
Oh my god, this is a whole circle?
Fingers crossed. Well, I mean, that sure looks like it's working. We'll have a better idea looking at it from the other side. I mean, that does look pretty good. Although if I pick it up, I still can't pull it out of here. Oh, but that does give me an idea. Why don't we just set up another
Oh
arm
my
and see
god,
if that
so
helps?
smart.
Oh yeah, look at it work. And then from back here, I can move this over
This
here to
guy.
the void. And
This
from
guy
here,
is
we can
so
add some
smart.
conveyor belts and take it anywhere we want. Bless you, beautiful robot arms. And just for a little fun, we're gonna build this all the way to the edge, just because it's gonna feel a little cathartic to watch this go off.
No way this fills up and breaks the game. What?
Wait, what?
It's selling it? That's gotta be a flaw.
Wait. Are you telling me that when I just launch ore off of the side, when it falls down there and despawns, I get
This is
paid
Josh
for it? Just
is
to
like
make sure,
purpose
I
right
can
here.
turn
He
off
needs to
all
do
the
this
auto
now.
miners except for the one I'm using. And I can confirm that once this goes off the edge, sails down below, and then disappears out of existence, I get the money for it. Oh my god, is there anything the void can't do? Well, screw this thing. I have a new trough now, and I know just what to do. So hold, please. And place.
Oh no.
Okay, I think I'm just about
Oh
done
my
with
god.
Ore efficiency machine.
No
But I'm getting ahead of
way.
myself. You need to see it in action so I can really explain it. So first off, I've redesigned all of our spaces.
Dude,
Now I've
he's,
connected
you know
all
how
the
long it
miners
probably, he spent like, what is it, like 4 hours or 3 hours designing the other thing of the chutes. Now he just redid the whole thing, and now he has all these arms outside. The dedication.
But this is really just the tip of the iceberg. I went around and made sure that we're tapping every single ore vein we can. Pretty much the entire mine looks like this now. Everywhere you look,
I don't remember seeing any of this.
And they're all
this is cool. It's like a lush cave in Minecraft.
And that's because we need to streamline this as much as possible. Because once everything's joined on the main belt, it goes through several wash cycles.
Oh my god.
As many impurities as we can before heading over here to the main event. And that's when they meet our true workhorses.
Oh my god.
Grabbed by one of these many automated arms, and they are very efficient at their
Look at that. That's crazy. I'm surprised the game's not lagging.
Every piece of ore and making sure it makes its way all the way to the edge of the earth, which is exactly what happens when it reaches the end. Off the minerals go.
I'm surprised those ones work. They're like off the edge.
Suddenly this is so much easier. And look at the money just pouring in. But I do have to ask myself, am I doing enough? After all, we have an entire void where we can build stuff.
No way.
Surely there's more we can do to make more money faster, right? And there is. Behold, actual automation. And there's a whole bunch of things happening.
Dude, this guy.
Leading to us having a whole lot more money. Here, let me give you the tour. First, we set up these sorting baskets.
Okay.
So iron, copper, and gold. Those minerals get dropped down into these big melting vats. Gems, on the other hand, get dropped straight down onto this polisher and then launched straight into the void. Anyway, back to these things. These things are melting down the ore.
He's doing this all outside the main like cave, bro.
Process before getting flattened into little.
We're supposed to do this all in the cave. This guy. Let me do it outside the cave.
Over here on the other side, we're doing something else. As before, everything is sorted. Most things are melted and then turned into ingots, and then everything gets polished before it goes into this machine, which is turning things into polished rods. And off they go. And
we didn't see that before.
Can we make this way, you ask? Well, it turns out the sky's the limit, because after letting this run for a while, we made over $100 million. And with that, I think our work here is done. This has got to be one of the weirder configurations I've done for a factory. And good God, I love it. So I hope you had fun. I know I did. I'll just be here depositing myself, and I'll see you next time.
Thanks, Josh. I mean, dude, the way he goes about everything, the way he just finds the bugs, finds an issue, exploits it, finds another issue. Oh, I can get out of the map. Okay. My whole goal now is to get outside the map and then build a whole factory that doesn't relate to anything inside the cave. Then he finds a work in progress item after nothing works to get it all outside and to make it all outside and then actually make a fully functioning property factory. Dude, this guy's dedication is on a whole nother freaking level, dude. Like, respect to you. 72 hours just to fill up the cave just because it's going to be a funny joke. Dude, 3 days of him just sitting there and having his thing run. And then, what, 12 hours to clean everything up, dude? And like on 1 FPS, dude, this guy is, again, this dedication, man. Well, thanks, Josh. If you want me to react to more Let's Game It Out and more of his videos, be sure to leave a link down below to what you want me to watch of his. And be sure to go subscribe to Josh and subscribe to me so I can watch more of these videos for you guys. Catch you guys next time. Peace.